shoes for active boys and girls. And John C. Roberts shoes for bigger boys and men. Present
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Starring Frankie Thomas. Space Academy, USA, in the year 2354 A.D. The world beyond tomorrow, where space cadets defend the liberties of the planets and safeguard the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space. Where today, Tom Corbett and his unit mates risk their lives in a desperate attempt to rescue the crew of the runaway rocket.
Sure is a compact little job, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, not a square inch of wasted space. Boy, this wagon is really going to travel.
Hey, here's the astrogation and radar station. I wonder why they put it down the control deck.
Trying to save weight in space topside, I guess. Didn't you notice that this ship is much smaller than the standard rocket scout?
Yeah, that's right. Boy, I can't wait to blast off and put this baby through a first speed trial.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you? Commander Arkwright hasn't even picked a crew yet. You know, you can't be sure we'll get the assignment.
Can I? Listen, I got inside information.
Oh, hello, Eric. Hiya, Tom. Roger, I didn't know you fellas were aboard this ship.
Just having a look around. What are you doing here?
Same thing. She's a beautiful ship, isn't she? Sure is. I can hardly wait for the speed trial tomorrow.
Why, you don't think you're going to be aboard, do you?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well, we got this operation all sewed up tight.
How do you figure that?
Well, it's easy. The Polaris unit is the best unit in the Academy.
Oh,
what other
no.
crew would get the job?
Take it easy, Roger. Yeah, you're really sticking your neck out.
Am I? Well, I'll make you a bet, Eric. My next 10 hours of scrub detail against yours, the Polaris crew takes this ship out on a speed trial tomorrow.
You're awfully sure of yourself.
Exactly 10 hours, sure.
Okay, Roger, you're on. It's a bet.
Take good care of that hand, Eric. You're going to need it.
Thanks. But until the orders are posted, you don't mind if I go on looking around your ship, do you?
Oh, no. Be my guest.
See you later. So long, Tom.
So long, Eric. Roger, you don't usually make bets like that unless you're pretty sure of yourself.
So?
So exactly how much do you know about the flight orders for this ship?
Well, I happened to talk to the OD this morning, and he just mentioned that we were being detached from regular duty and placed on special assignment tomorrow.
And what about it?
Well, the only special assignment tomorrow is the speed trial of this ship. Catch?
Oh, I catch, all right. You tricked Eric.
No, I didn't. I took one fact, added it to another.
And came up with minus 10 hours of scrub duty. You ought to be shot.
Junior, even that would be better than scrub duty.
Liftoff is scheduled for 5 a.m., Commander. Our course will take us to Mars. We'll circle the planet once, and then we'll return to Earth.
Fine. You don't expect the escort vessel to be able to keep up with the rocket scout, do you, Strong?
Oh, no, of course not, Commander, but they can escort us perhaps a quarter of the way and then meet us on the return flight.
Fine. Now, how about the crews?
Well, I've cleared Cadets Corbett, Astro, Manning, and Radisson for duty, sir. Of course, I haven't posted the order yet in case you might prefer someone else.
Well, who'll be our power deck officer on the scout?
Cadet Radisson, sir. The other three boys can follow in the escort vessel. That's the Polaris.
I see. I think that should be quite satisfactory. You can post the order.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure that all four of the boys will be proud and happy to take part in this operation.
Hi, gang. You know, this new rocket scout we're about to speed test is really something. It's perfectly designed for the job. You all know how important that is. And that's why these new Red Goose shoes called Emery are so great. They're perfectly designed for those warm summer days ahead. They're a brown, U-tipped Oxford with a brown tweed nylon mesh that gives you plenty of cool comfort and yet doesn't soil or show dirt like most light-colored meshes. And the Emery has a narrow, snug-fitting heel and also that sturdy, long-wearing Interflex sole. As a matter of fact, these smart-looking shoes are the last word for summer comfort. And they look just like your older brother's sports shoes. Everyone's wearing them, fellas. So how about you? Why don't you ask Mom and Dad to get you the emery today? They're also available in brown with eggshell nylon mesh. Oh, and don't forget your Space Cadet identification bracelet. Absolutely free with every pair of Red Goose or John C. Roberts shoes. All right, gang? Stand by for the speed trial. Hey, Eric, going somewhere?
Oh, Roger, what are you doing out here?
Waiting for you, you crummy double-crosser.
What are you talking
You
about?
know blasted well what I'm talking about. You conned me into that bet.
I conned you.
Yeah, you knew you were assigned to the scout. That's why you made the bet.
Look, Hotshot, I didn't know any more than you did. Tom told me what the OD said. You just outsmarted yourself, that's all.
Don't make me laugh. I'm not doing any scrub duty for you.
Okay. If you want to welch out of it,
Wait a minute. Who you calling the Welsher?
there's nobody here but me and you. You figure it out.
All right. Well, you
What's going on here?
Nothing, sir.
We were, just talking, sir.
I see. And do you usually do your talking with your fists, Manning? Or were you just showing him that you had clean fingernails?
Well, no, sir. Well, you see,
I've seen enough. We're supposed to blast off in 5 minutes, and you should be on the Polaris right now.
Yes, sir.
Well, Radisson?
It was nothing, sir, just a slight difference of opinion.
Mm-hmm. And I trust this difference of opinion won't interfere with the speed trials. Now, you get aboard the Polaris. Commander Arkwright's waiting for us.
Aye, aye.
Control deck to power deck. Check in.
Power deck, aye.
Ready to raise ship, Astro?
All set, Tom. Hey, Roger just came through here on his way topside. He's mad enough to chew nails.
I'll bet. Those 10 hours of extra scrub duty wouldn't improve anybody's disposition. Oh, here he comes now. I'll talk to you later. Aren't you forgetting something, Roger?
What?
Your mop and bucket.
Why, very funny.
Not nearly as funny as you, thinking you had such a cinch bet.
Plug your jets, will you?
Rocket Cruiser Polaris, Cadet Corbett here.
This is Captain Strong aboard the Scout. Are you ready to raise ship?
Yes, sir?
Fine. We'll blast off in 30 seconds. You'll follow at a 1-minute interval. We'll maintain contact in space on this frequency.
Right, sir.
That's all. And transmission.
Spaceman's luck, sir. And transmission. All stations, prepare for standard blast-off procedure. All stations, stand by. There goes the Scout. Energize cooling pumps.
Cooling pumps, aye.
Feed reactant.
Reactant feeding at D9 rate.
Cut in takeoff gyros.
Gyros in.
Blast off. -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Polaris just cleared atmosphere, Strong, holding a parallel course.
Fine, thank you, Commander. We can begin the speed trials now.
How long do you expect the Polaris will be able to keep up with us?
Well, I don't know, Commander. But you can bet those boys will do their best to match us.
I trust they won't overdo it.
I'll see that they don't, sir. Control deck to power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
Ready to begin the speed trials, Radisson. You can set it for 3/4 space speed.
3/4 speed, aye. On speed, sir.
That's fine. Now, we'll hold this speed for the first leg of the course. Then on the return trip from Mars, we'll open full throttle.
Aye, aye, sir. And, sir,
Yes?
I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know when we start pulling away from the Polaris.
Hey, Tom, check in.
Go ahead, Roger.
What do you think the Polaris is? An old garbage scow? Come on, get the lead out of her tubes. Let's blast.
Now, wait a minute, Roger. You know, we're not in a race with that rocket scout.
No, but we're supposed to keep up with her as long as we can. She's pulling away.
Sorry, pal, there's nothing we can do about it. We're on full space speed now.
Just stand in your viewport and wave goodbye, Roger.
Go blow your jets, both of you.
Boy, is he frying.
I know, and I can't figure out which is making him madder, the fact that Eric's on that ship or that he's got 10 hours of extra scrub duty ahead of him.
Either one is enough for him. Well, what do we do now?
Cut down speed. Took a holding orbit in this area until we hear from Captain Strong on the way back.
Hey, that scout is almost out of sight. She's really traveling.
Yeah. The rate she's going, she'll hit Mars in no time flat.
We're almost at the end of our orbit around Mars, Strong. We'll be on course back to Earth in 30 seconds.
That's fine, Commander. That's when we'll really open her up. Find out how much speed this ship has. Control deck to power deck. Check in, please.
Power deck, aye.
Madison, we're almost ready to wind her up. How are things going down there?
Smooth as silk, sir. All set to rest.
On course, Strong.
All right, Radisson. Full space speed.
Full speed, aye. On speed, sir.
All right, now that's fine. Just hold it there and stay on your toes. If there's any sign of trouble, any hint that anything might go wrong, you cut her back.
Don't worry, sir. There won't be any such thing as that. Great galaxy. Hello, Captain Strong.
What's the matter, Radisson?
Something's wrong with the main control panel, sir. A short circuit, I think.
Well, they've cut down all rockets. We'll travel on 1/4 speed until you find the trouble.
But, sir, I've tried and nothing happens. As a matter of fact, I think we're going even faster.
Well, then shut off all power completely and we'll drift.
I stand by.
What do you suppose happened down there, Strong?
I don't know, Commander. Seems like just a simple short in the electrical system, but could be anything.
Strong, we're accelerating.
Power deck, check in.
Aye.
What's the matter with you, Radisson? I told you to shut off all power.
I did, sir. Every switch is closed.
You better get down there, Strong. I'll take over here.
Yes. Oh, Commander Arkwright, may I suggest that you scan the area, see if there are any ships near us, just in case?
Right. That's just what I intended to do, Strong.
Just think, Tom. When this trip is over, we're free men. The whole summer off.
Planned your vacation yet, Astro?
What's the plan? I'm going home to Venus and sit. Just sit and do nothing.
When did you ever do anything else?
Well, if it isn't the scrub duty kid himself, we don't have to ask him what he's going to do on his vacation.
Cheer up, Roger. We'll be with you in spirit, working right alongside of you with every stroke of your mop and broom.
Okay. You've been playing that record long enough. Knock it off, will you? How long do we have to hang around here anyway?
You know as well as I do, Roger. Until the rocket scout's on the return leg of the speed trial.
Haven't you heard from the scout?
Nah, not a peep.
You better stand by topside. Because if they come back at the same rate of speed they went out, we'll be hearing from them pretty soon now.
All right, sir. Try it now. This may do it.
Keep your fingers crossed, Radisson.
No use, sir. We're accelerating more and more.
We've got to slow down, Radisson. We'll be nailed to the deck.
I know, sir. I can hardly stay on my feet.
All right, come on. Come on, let's tackle it again.
Sir, there's another way.
Well?
Disconnect the whole electrical circuit. Just rip it off.
Well, we'll be completely helpless, Radisson.
I realize that, sir, but at the rate we're accelerating, we're almost helpless now. In a few minutes, we won't be able to do anything. Not even move. Not even get out of the ship.
All right, come on, let's go. Wait a minute. Our whole communication system will be out. I better send a distress alert first. Power deck and control deck. Check in. Captain Strong to Commander Arkwright. Come in, please.
Come in. Acknowledge. Acknowledge, please, sir. Captain Strong to Commander Arkwright. Come in, please. Come in, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Commander Arkwright.
Something's wrong with him, Radisson. Better get up there.
But, sir, the electrical circuit. We can't wait much longer.
All right, rip it out. We just better hope and pray that somebody has sense enough to figure out that we're in trouble.
Radar bridge eye.
Roger. Have you spotted that scout yet?
Yeah, I picked her up on a long-range scanner about a minute ago.
Good.
Want to know how good it is? She's way off course.
Off course?
Yeah, burning up space like crazy, but heading in the wrong direction. She's holding course on 243 instead of 275.
That's funny.
Well, did we get a change of flight plan?
Not that I know of. Look, you better check with Captain Strong. Find out if we're still supposed to meet him and where.
Right, I'll let you know. Rocket Cruiser Polaris to Rocket Scout 7J4. Come in, 7J4. Come in. Rocket Cruiser Polaris.
Commander.
Strong.
Commander Arkwright.
Strong, I can't move. That acceleration's been pinning me down.
All right, come on, sir. Let me help you.
Hey, all right. Thanks, Strong. I just couldn't raise myself. I'm afraid I can't get out of this chair.
Doesn't make any difference, sir. There's nothing we can do anyway. We've just disconnected the electrical system to shut off all power, and at least that way we won't accelerate anymore.
Strong. Then we're in free fall. We'll go moving on at this speed forever.
Now, according to Roger, the rocket scout left the Mars orbit on this heading, 243. The original flight plan called for a heading of 275.
Where are we now, Tom?
Right here on the original course.
That's funny. Scout won't come anywhere near Earth on that new heading. Wonder why Captain Strong changed his flight plan.
Yes, and what are we supposed to do about it? No. That's Roger. He must have spoken to the skipper by now. Control deck, go ahead, Roger.
Hey, listen, Junior, that scout's in trouble.
Trouble? How?
I don't know. I can't raise her on the audioceiver.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, let me finish. She was under full power a couple of minutes ago, accelerating like crazy, and then all of a sudden the power was cut off. The exhaust flare died out, and now she's in free fall.
Well, is she still on the same course?
Yeah, 243. But, Tom, I think she's out of control, running away.
Tom, I just projected that heading. It'll take the Scout right into the sun.
Jupiter. Roger. Can you plot a course to intercept the Scout?
I'm ahead of you, pal. I already have.
Good boy. Shoot her down to me.
Wait a minute. Means we'll be sticking our necks out.
How?
We'll be cutting awfully close to the sun ourselves. One mistake and we're French fried Cadet.
Well, Astro?
Be awfully uncomfortable for those guys on the Scout if we don't go after them.
Yeah. Get down below and start to sweat out those neutrons. Hello, Roger. Feed me that heading. I always did want a good sunburn.
Let's leave the Space Cadets for a moment and step into a neighborhood Red Goose shoe store.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm your Uncle Joe King. Patty McCormick and Eddie Bryan here seem to have some pretty definite plans for their summer vacations. Patty, where are you going?
Well, Uncle Joe, I plan to spend my vacation at the seashore.
Oh, gee, Patty, I envy you that. And Eddie Bryan looks to me like you're outfitted to spend a real fine time right around home.
That's right, Uncle Joe. I can hardly wait until school's over.
Well, it won't be long now. School will soon be over. And, kids, no matter where you go, you'll have a lot more fun if you wear the right kind of shoes. And for perfect comfort, for real good looks, and lots of long, long wear, be sure to get Red Goose shoes for active boys and girls. Say, Patty, by the way, you've been modeling an awful lot of shoes on our show all year. Of all that you've modeled, which is the pair that you like the best?
Well, Uncle Joe, I think they're all so wonderful. Because there's a perfect pair for each occasion.
Well, I'll surely go along with you on that, Patty. And Eddie Bryan, of all the Red Goose shoes, which is your favorite?
I like them all too, Uncle Joe.
Well, kids, that makes it unanimous. And, gang, don't forget, you'll like all the wonderful Red Goose shoes. So, ask Mom and Dad about a pair that you like the best today.
Control that guy. We're past the orbit of Venus, Tom. Hold this course.
Right. Look, Roger, how much of a margin for error do we have? If we don't intercept the scout on this heading, do we get another chance?
The only chance we'll have is to take a hot bath in the sun. It's this heading or not at all.
Okay. Thanks, Roger.
Tom, I patched the power controls in up here. Getting hot below decks.
Well, it's not going to be much cooler here, Astro.
Maybe not, but at least I can roast in company. What do you plan to do? Board the scout and find out what's wrong?
There isn't time, Astro. We've got to take first things first. The important thing now is to push that scout off course. Steer it away from the sun. We can find out what's wrong with it afterwards.
Maybe, but at the speeds we're traveling, we're liable to wreck both ships.
I know, Astro. But there's no other way. Unless we push that scout away from the sun, it'll become a flying oven.
Any sign of the Polaris, Strong?
Afraid not, Commander. So far off course anyway, it's going to take them some time to find us.
Time. It's the one commodity we don't have. I've been in space a lot longer than you have, Strong. I know what it means when it gets this hot. How far away are we?
Far enough away so we still have a chance. It all depends on the cadets now.
I can't take much more of this, Tom.
You've got to, Astro. A couple of more minutes and we'll control the guy.
Cut down speed, Junior. We're coming up to the scout.
Right. 1/4 space speed, Astro.
1/4, aye.
Correct heading to come alongside. 20 degrees left.
2-second burst on starboard steering rockets, Astro.
Right.
All right, hold her there. We'll be alongside the scout in 30 seconds.
Can't be too soon to suit me.
You stand by, Astro. As soon as we get alongside, I'm going to need plenty of power.
Yeah, and I'm going to need plenty of nerve.
No use, Commander. It's no use. We're too close to the sun. Those cadets could never get in here with it. What in blazes?
Well, what happened, Strong? Did we hit something?
I don't know, Commander.
Captain Strong! Captain Strong!
Well, what happened, Radisson?
The Polaris is alongside, sir.
The Polaris?
Where?
On the port side, sir. I saw it through the power deck viewport.
And we still have a chance.
Not much, I'm afraid, Strong. Those cadets can't turn this ship at right angles. And they've simply put their necks in a noose.
You all set, Astro?
All set, Tom.
Hey, what's holding up the works?
Damp your tubes, Roger, and leave us alone. Now just watch your scanner and tell us when we made enough of a turn.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Astro, port steering rockets. 1/4, sustained burst.
Port, 1/4, aye.
It's not enough. Increase to 1/2.
Tom, we're bouncing against that scout. We're going to rip a hole in our plate.
So what? Give me 3/4.
I think we're doing it, Tom. We're turning.
Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Sustained power, Astro. Keep pouring it on.
I hate to think of what's happening to those tubes with this load.
Why, a whole set of new ones.
Okay, down there. That's enough. We turned her. We're in the clear.
All right, Astro. Cut off all power. Oh. Well, boy, we did it. I don't know how, but we did it.
Yeah, and you know something, Tom? I've changed my mind about my vacation.
What do you mean?
Well, if you think I can stand the Venusian jungle heat after this, you're space happy. I'm heading for the Martian ice cap.
Well, gang, we'll rejoin Tom and the cadets at Space Academy in just a moment. But right now, let me say on behalf of all Red Goose shoe dealers all over the country that we hope that you've enjoyed our participation and presentation of the thrilling adventures of Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to you. And it's your loyalty to Red Goose Shoes for active boys and girls and John C. Roberts Shoes for bigger boys and men that have made this program possible. And now,
this is Patty McCormick, Eddie Bryan,
and Uncle Joe King saying so long and wishing you a very, very pleasant summer.
Well, Strong, the Polaris crew certainly ended its school term in a blaze of glory. If it hadn't been for those boys, the Rocket Scout would have been destroyed.
Not to mention us, sir.
Well, boys, ordinarily this would call for a few days' liberty. But since you're going on your summer vacation, I think that's a rather empty gesture.
Maybe you could give us credit for next term, sir.
I'll consider that, Astro.
Are you boys just about ready to leave?
All we have to do is pack, sir, and then we're on our way. Where's Manning?
Manning, he'll be a little late, sir.
He's catching up on his homework, sir.
Go blow your jets.
Well, goodbye, boys. Have a good summer.
Thank you, sir. Same to you. And that goes for all you space cadets, too. We've had a swell time being with you.
We hope you enjoyed being out in space with us as much as we enjoyed having you aboard.
And thanks for all your letters. Just because we're going on summer vacation, don't stop writing. That's one sure way to keep us blasting on all rockets.
So until next fall, when we hope to blast off with you again, spaceman's luck to you all.
Watch for the new interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, next fall. Check your local newspaper for time and station. Music by Hank Silverne. Your narrator is Jackson Beck. This has been a Rock Hill production, brought to you by Red Goose Shoes and John C. Roberts Shoes.
This is the Dumont Television Network.
Today, the famous Kraft TV cameraman focuses on outer space for another exciting adventure in the world beyond tomorrow.
Control deck to all stations. Stand by to raise shift. Blast off, -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Kraft Caramels, the delicious quick energy treat, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas. This is the age of the conquest of space, where today Tom Corbett and his unit mates rocket through the void to solve the mystery of the missing ship.
2 seconds first. Port steering rockets, Astro. Straighten her out.
Port steering rocket, die!
Okay, steady on standard space speed.
Right. On speed. Well, that was pretty good, Tom. We got to walk through those maneuver tests next week in a breeze.
Let's make sure. Hello, TJ.
Go ahead, Tom.
What's our heading?
Holding on 090. You overshot by 5 degrees.
Okay, TJ. Stand by for another try.
Now, wait a minute. Captain Strong just said hello.
What?
Captain Strong.
What are you talking about, TJ?
Well, I just passed us about 200 miles to starboard. He's outbound to Titan flying the mail ship, and he saw us on his scanner.
Well, what's the skipper doing flying the mail ship?
Ah, that's what I asked him. He said Lieutenant Franklin reported sick this morning, so he took over the run. Hey, just a second. I'm getting a distress alert, Tom. Rocket Cruiser Polaris, go ahead. This is the Rocket Cruiser Polaris. We're receiving your distress alert. Identify yourself and give your position.
Rocket Cruiser Polaris from Titan Mail Ship. Check in.
Polaris here. Is that your distress alert, Captain Strong? Are you in trouble?
No, it's coming from some space prospector down in the asteroid belt. I'm going down to see if I can help it.
Oh, do you want us to handle it, sir?
No, I'm closer than you are. You just continue with your maneuvers. End transmission.
And transmission, sir. Okay, relax, fellas. It's nothing serious. The skipper's going to handle it himself. Let's do some more work on those turns. We're still on a heading of 090. Come around to 270, turning to stop.
Hello? Hello, this is Captain Strong speaking. Hello, this is Captain Strong speaking. Can you hear me? Hello, this is Captain Strong calling. Where are you?
Right here, Steve.
What? Oh, you?
Yeah. Nice to see you, Steve. This is one for the books. And I only got a ship, but I also got the guy that cashiered me from the service. I guess the cow in space luck is still riding high.
We'll be back soon with more of today's exciting adventure. But first, a few words about Kraft caramels. Does this remind you of your house? Passing the candy dish is getting to be an after-dinner habit in many homes. You can help make it a regular thing at your house, too, if you keep reminding Mother to buy Kraft caramels. Everybody likes these chewy, soft vanilla or chocolate caramels with the rich, true caramel taste that you get when caramels are made the way Kraft does it, with nothing but the best. For instance, a pint and 2/3, almost a quart of dairy-fresh whole milk in every pound of Kraft caramels. Candy counters everywhere feature Kraft caramels in half-pound or pound bags like this. And in the famous nickel bar, 6 delicious, chewy, soft caramels for 5 cents. And then there's this new family pack, 5 nickel bars wrapped together, a handy way to buy delicious Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels. And don't forget, you can use the wrapper from any package of Kraft caramels to get your Space Cadet membership kit. You'll get this handsome Space Cadet ring, this official shoulder patch, and your membership certificate. Send 1 Kraft caramel wrapper plus 25 cents and your name and address to Space Cadet, Box 26, New York 46, for your membership kit.
Well, Steve, this is it. I'm shoving off. By the way, thanks for the ship. Thanks a lot for that ship. I'll check it off as part payment for what you did to me. Don't worry, Steve. I won't leave you this way. When I get to the ship, I'll give you the neutralizer charge. I won't be able to give you any oxygen, though. Well, so long, Steve. Spaceman's luck.
Fellas, that last turn was right on the nose. Now let's wrap this up and head for home, huh?
What do you mean, head for home? They're going to throw the book at us in that test next week. We still have to work on landings.
Oh, come on, Astor. We've been out for 9 hours.
Cut the griping and find us a convenient asteroid. Tom wants to practice landings without atmosphere first.
Okay. Just a second. I'm getting something in the audio receiver. Rocket Cruiser Polaris here. Go ahead.
This is Commander Arkwright speaking. What is your position, Cadet?
Northwest quadrant of Mars, Sector J7, near the asteroid belt, sir.
Were you in contact with the Titan mail ship?
Oh, yes, sir. I spoke to Captain Strong about a half an hour ago.
Now tell me, was that before or after he answered the distress alert?
Well, before, sir. He was just going down to help them. Why? What's the matter, sir?
He's 15 minutes overdue in his standard flight report, and we haven't been able to contact him by audio receiver. Now stop your present operations and begin a search of the area, Cadet.
Aye, sir.
I'll send 3 more ships to help you. Contact me directly if you find him. And transmission.
And transmission, sir. Jupiter. Hello, Tom. Check in.
Yes, TJ. What's going on up there?
Oh, plenty. Commander Arkwright just called me. He thinks Captain Strong is lost.
Lost?
Wait a minute. You were just talking to him a little while ago.
Yeah, but nobody's heard from him since, and he wants us to go look for him.
Think you can find him, TJ?
Well, I know where he was when I talked to him. I should come close.
Okay, get busy. We'll rig for emergency speed.
Right.
How's it going, TJ? Any sign of Captain Strong's ship?
No, I can't find it anywhere.
Listen, have you checked all the asteroid surfaces, too?
Yeah, sure. My eyes feel like they're going to pop out of my head.
Let me take over for a while.
No, wait a minute. You better get below and stay by those controls. We do find Captain Strong. I got a hunch we're going to have to move fast.
All right.
Hello, Tom. I think we got something.
Captain Strong's ship?
Oh, there's a light shining on that asteroid.
A signal?
Oh, just shining right up into the sky. You want to land and check it?
You bet I do. Hang on. Going into deceleration orbit.
That's just about the whole story, Commander. After he neutralized the parallel rate charge, then he blasted off in the mail ship and left me on the asteroid without any oxygen. If it hadn't been for the boys from the Polaris crew, I wouldn't be here right now.
I can't get over this, Strong. A man who was a Solar Guard officer attacking a brother officer, leaving him to die?
Well, there was no love lost between Cowan and me, even from the beginning. And he blames me for his being discharged from the service.
But why did he rob the mail ship?
Oh, but I don't think that was his primary purpose, sir. I don't think he wanted the mail. He wanted the ship.
The ship?
Well, sure. That's why he sent out that phony distress alert. He knew the schedules, and he knew the course over the asteroid belt. And he figured it would be easy to nail that particular ship. He also knew there'd only be one man on board, And he figured it would be easy to get rid of him. The fact that that man was me, well, that was just extra frosting on the cake. You see, this way he could do what he wanted to do and pay me back at the same time.
Yes, but why would he want the ship? Where could he go with it? He must know he's a marked man now. The Solar Guard will be looking all over for him. Oh, excuse me, Strong.
Yes.
Why, the blasted idiots.
What is it, sir?
Listen to this. Titan mail ship landed, 0500 hours, Saturn time. Pilot reported late arrival due to electrical failure during outbound flight. Discharged mail cargo, refueled, and blasted off again with one passenger at 0700 hours. Why, Cowan landed right in their hands and they let him get away. Of all the stupid
I wouldn't blame them too much, sir. After all, Cowan was in uniform, and enlisted men don't usually question officers.
Well, all right. But what's he up to now? And who's his other passenger?
I don't know, sir, but one thing we can be sure of. With a full load of fuel, he can go just about anywhere and do just about anything.
That's up to you now, Steve.
Me, sir?
Yes. This is your private special mission. Find Cowan and get that ship back.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, Joe, I've sighted the supply ship. Suit up and get ready to board her.
Hi, Astro.
How we doing, Tom?
Outside of making a grand tour of space, nothing.
Hey, are we the only ship that's out looking for Cowan?
Well, all stations and ships are alerted for him, but we're the only one on active search.
Skipper got any idea what he's up to yet?
No. Not for sure, that is. But when we were on Titan, he found out who Cowan's passenger is.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. A man by the name of Carlin. Joe Carlin. Used to be in the Solar Guard, too, and was discharged.
Ah, birds of a feather, huh?
No, it's more than that, Astro. Carlin was an engineer, specialized in weapons and weapons installation.
Hey, what would Cowan want with a guy like that?
Corbett, Corbett, I want you to stand by for changing course. Astro, get below and give me full space speed.
Aye, aye.
Take a heading of 273 degrees, 4 degrees up on the plane of the eclipse.
273. 4, up, check.
When we reach sector K11 in the southeast quadrant of Jupiter, we'll correct heading it.
Right, sir, but what's up? Did someone spot Cowan out there?
Well, there's no way to know just yet, but look at this. I got this message from Commander Arkwright. A Solar Guard supply ship 5 hours overdue in Ganymede. Last known position was sector K11. With Cowan on the loose, we're going to check everything.
Power deck to control deck, all ready to blast.
Okay, Astro, let her rip.
Arkwright here.
This is Captain Strong reporting, sir. We found your supply ship.
Well?
It was floating in space. The airlock's open and no sign of the crew.
You mean they abandoned ship?
No, sir, I'm afraid not. The jet boats were still on board and all spacesuits were still in the lockers.
Well, what in blazes happened?
Well, the ship was stopped in space, sir. Someone came aboard and hijacked the cargo, took an entire consignment of space torpedoes.
Space torpedoes?
Yes, sir, and a load of Durasteel, some metalworking equipment, and all of the fuel supply on the ship.
Strong, you think Cowan had anything to do with this?
Well, I'm sure of it, sir. He left his calling card.
What do you mean his calling card?
He left one of his medals on the main control panel.
I see. Well, it's pretty obvious what he's planning to do now.
With a load of torpedoes and working with a weapons specialist, I don't think we have to guess anymore, sir.
Joe, stand by number 1 tube. Stand by. Fire! Stand by. Stand by. Fire!
Rocket Cruiser Polaris, go ahead.
This is Commander Arkwright. Let me talk to Captain Strong.
Oh, yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Radar bridge to control deck. Check in.
Control deck, aye.
Listen, Commander Arkwright's on the audio receiver calling Captain Strong.
All right, Thistle.
Oh, stand by, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Captain Strong here.
What have you to report, Strong?
Nothing, sir, I'm afraid.
Nothing. You've been out a week. I've given you a full squadron to work with. Cowan has destroyed 4 ships, and you have nothing to report.
Well, sir, he's been all over space. There's no pattern to his attacks. I can't anticipate his next move.
And I refuse to anticipate any more lost ships. Strong, I gave you this assignment because I believed your personal motives would inspire you to do a good job.
Well, I know, sir, but
if you can't, I'll get someone else who can. End transmission.
End transmission. Oh, you can't blame the old man for blowing his jets. I deserved it.
It's not your fault, sir. You're doing your best.
Yes, but when your best isn't good enough, Corbett, you quit and let somebody better take over. Oh, blast it. If there were just some way I could trap Cowan, if I could lead him into attacking one ship and then have the rest of the squadron waiting for him.
Why can't you do that,
Because there's no rhyme or reason to his attacks. He's just blasting ships for the sake of blasting them. He's on a rampage.
He must be insane.
Well, undoubtedly. When you couple his insanity to his skill as a pilot, well, no, there's no rocket squadron's going to stop him. My only chance is to trap him. But how? What can I use for bait?
What about us, sir?
What?
Us? Astro, TJ, and me.
Well, what makes you think he'll follow you?
He's insane, and he's probably eating his heart out with ideas of revenge. Look what he did to you on that asteroid. And since we were the ones who actually caused him to be dismissed from the service, don't you think that he'd give his right arm to pay us back?
Well, yes, I suppose so, but...
Sir, if the 3 of us flew around together, all over space, and kept broadcasting our position, giving our identity, sooner or later he'd be bound to hear us, and I'm sure he'd come after us.
Yes, I suppose he would. That's a good idea, Corbett. I'll transfer to one of the other cruisers, and we'll use that. We'll stay within audio receiver range of you. Now, when Cowan attacks, you call us and then clear out. I don't want you getting any bright ideas about tangling with him yourself.
All right,
that? All right, Ed, for the Copernicus, we'll use that as a flagship.
Astro, TJ, stand by for orders. We're going to see some action.
This is the rocket cruiser Polaris, Cadet Corbett in command, standard position report. Sector J12, southeast quadrant, Jupiter orbit. Holding course to sector J9 as ordered, that is all. Radar bridge, aye.
How's it going, TJ? Any nibbles on the scanner?
No, nothing. Well, am I getting tired of talking? Everybody in space knows about us.
Well, keep it up, pal. Make the bait nice and bright.
Yeah, sure. But who's going to get the hook is what I want to know.
Never mind that. Keep talking.
Okay. Rocket Cruiser Polaris to Callisto Spaceport. This is Cadet TJ Thistle reporting. We're inbound from Saturn and will refuel at your base before continuing flight to Asteroid Belt. Will you please see if there are any messages for Cadet Corbett, Cadet Astro, or myself from Captain Strong and have them waiting for us when we land? End transmission.
Hello, Joe. Load up all torpedo tubes. We got an important assignment this side of Callisto.
We'll see the rest of today's exciting adventure soon. But first, Casey and Candy are going to show you how to make caramel crunch. This is the best tasting, crispiest, crunchiest treat, and all you need to make enough for the whole family or your neighborhood gang is 1 cup of broken pecans, 4 cups of bite-sized shredded rice cereal, and half a pound of Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels. Now, first, you unwrap the Kraft caramels, 28 of them, and put them in the top of the double boiler. Then you add 2 tablespoons of water. That's it, Casey. Better ask Mother to do this next part, stirring the caramels on the stove over boiling water till they're melted to a smooth, luscious caramel sauce, like this. Now it's time to stir in the pecans. That's it. About a cupful broken into fairly large pieces. And then all you have to do is dribble the hot caramel pecan sauce over the 4 cups of bite-sized shredded rice cereal, which you put in Mother's biggest mixing bowl. You need plenty of room in the bowl because now you're going to toss the cereal around. That's right. Use a couple of forks. The idea is to coat each bite-sized piece with a hot caramel pecan sauce. Then you can spread the mixture on a greased cookie sheet, the way the kids are doing here, and let it stand till the top feels dry. Then break it apart, and it's ready to eat. Wait till you and your pals get a taste of this. It's wonderful, and so much fun to make, too, with Kraft caramels to give you true caramel flavor. Of course, Kraft caramels taste wonderful just as is, too. Next time Mother goes to the store, why don't you ask her if she'll get some Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels?
Just as quiet up here as it is below.
What's the matter, getting bored, Astro?
Oh, not exactly. When I found myself starting to talk to the reactors, I thought I'd better blast out of them.
Glad you did. Say, why don't you patch your power controls in up here?
Thanks, I already have. Boy, what a dud this turned out to be.
Why do you say that?
3 days out here and not a nibble.
Well, you can't expect miracles, Astro.
No, but I can expect some action. We heard anything from Captain Strong?
No, and we're not going to either. We have to maintain strict audioceiver silence as far as he's concerned. Cowan never heard us talking to the skipper. This whole plan would blow up. Roll a gun.
Hey, Tom, can I not go off for a while? I'm getting awfully tired of talking about us.
Nothing doing, TJ. We'll land in Callisto in about 4 hours. Then you can rest. Until then, keep yakking.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah, I will.
We want to hear it.
Oh. Rocket cruiser Polaris to Callisto Base, Cadet TJ Thistle reporting. We're 4 hours from landing, passing through Sector T7, and we'll make our approach on Space Lane 3. Cadet Corbett, our pilot, requests that we receive immediate clearance since we're short of fuel and transmission.
All right, Joe.
I've spotted the Polaris. Stand by those tubes. This is going to be short and sweet.
Rocket cruiser Polaris to Weather Station G, passing you to starboard, on course to Callisto Base. That is all. Hello, Tom, check in.
Nothing doing, TJ. Keep talking.
Now, look, I'm picking up something on my scanner. It's a blip.
A ship?
Yeah, well, it looks like it. It's coming fast. You want me to contact Captain Strong?
No, not until we're sure it's Cowan.
Well, how do we make sure she's coming right for us?
It might be another ship on an intersecting orbit. And if we call the skipper, we'll tip the whole plan.
I got a hot space flash for you, Tom. We don't have to worry about tipping the plan.
Hello, TJ. On the ball. Call Captain Strong. Tell him we've hooked our fish. Are you all right, Astro?
Yeah, sure. Do the controls answer?
Yeah, they seem to be okay. Felt like we were hit somewhere forward.
Oh, we got to do some playing in fancy space flying, Tom. That guy's got an eye like an eagle.
Yeah.
Boy, starting to clobber us.
Hello, TJ. Are you getting out that alarm? Have you reached Captain Strong yet?
Trying to, but he isn't answering.
All right, stay with it and hang on. I'm taking evasive action. Starboard rockets, Astro. Full thrust.
All right, come around to starboard, Joe. 45 degrees. Ready on number 3 tube. Steady. Steady. Fire!
Hey, Tom, that last one hit us astern. We can't take much more of this pounding.
TJ, have you reached Captain Strong yet? TJ, check in.
I'm right here, Tom.
What in blazes are you doing down here?
Didn't you reach the skipper? First shot blasted my gear. Nothing works.
But Jupiter, what do we do now?
There's only one thing we can do, Astro. Find it out ourselves.
We haven't got a chance.
Well, it's fight or be blasted into space dust. Stand by the main torpedoes, Astro. Let's see if this guy, Cowan, can take it as well as he can dish it out.
Now, they're still flying, Joe. Those cadets can take it. I didn't think they'd last this long. All right, stand by number 1 and number 2 tubes. We'll fire in salvo. Stand by. Stand by. Fire!
No good, Tom. Cowan's tearing us apart.
We're still in one piece, aren't we?
Yeah, not by much we aren't.
All right, stand by those forward torpedo tubes. Astro, are they ready?
Yeah, I don't know what good they'll do us.
Look, he's getting careless. He's coming in close.
Yeah, he's closing in for the kill.
That depends on who's going to kill who. Astro, starboard steering rockets full blast, quick!
Okay, Tom, you're right in line with her.
Get on the firing controls, Astro.
Check.
Hold it. Hold it.
He's trying to get away, Tom. Fire.
Hold it. Fire one. Fire two.
There they go.
Okay, fellas, keep your fingers crossed.
Joe! Joe, check in! Check in with our damage, Joe! Joe, check in, blast you! Joe!
You did it, Tom. You did it. That ship won't do any more flying.
Yeah, but will we?
Sure we will, TJ. What's a few torpedoes to the old Polaris? Now, listen, let's square away and blast over to that wreck. See if there are any survivors.
I doubt it, but if there are, I'm going to handle them personally.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to get the chance, Astro. Look, somebody's climbing out of that wreck. He's jetting away.
Oh, that must be our old friend Cowan, you know, the guy that always survives every wreck. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Yeah, it's going to be a pleasure dragging him aboard.
Okay, fellas, but take it easy. Leave something to be sent to the prison rock.
Every Saturday morning, the makers of Kraft caramels take you to the world beyond tomorrow. Don't forget to be with us for next week's exciting adventure of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas and featuring Al Markham and Jack Grimes. This has been a Rock Hill production presented. Today, the famous Kraft TV cameraman focuses on outer space for another exciting adventure in the world beyond tomorrow.
Control deck to all stations. Stand by to raise ship. Blast off, minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Kraft Caramels, the delicious quick energy treat, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas. This is the age of the conquest of space, where today Tom Corbett and his unit mates are assigned to a punishment detail that brings them face to face with the monster of space.
January 12th, excessive speed through controlled space lane. January 23rd, reckless maneuvering while in formation. February 17th, blast off from Venusport without proper clearance. March 11th, buzzing the Ganymede space station.
That last one was my fault,
No, sir, it was my fault. I forgot to cut that.
I'm not interested in who's to blame. You're a cadet unit, and you share the responsibility for each other's mistakes. And this is quite a collection of mistakes. Getting to be real hot jets, aren't we, huh? All three of you. Well, maybe something ought to be done to cool down those jets. Something like a month of cargo detail. That ought to dampen your rockets.
Cargo detail,
A month, sir?
Yeah, a whole month, sir?
A whole month, Thistle. And this is a long month. Any remarks?
No, sir.
All right. Now, as you know, a cargo ship moves on a rigid schedule and in controlled space lanes. Its only function is to maintain a constant schedule and course. Now, maybe this ought to teach you some discipline.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Well, I hope it does. Because I don't want to hear of 1 second deviation in the schedule or 1 degree deviation in the course in the next 30 days.
31, sir.
What?
Yeah, a long month, sir.
We understand, Captain Strong.
Well, I hope you do. All right. Now, Cadet Corbett, you may proceed to the dispatcher's office and pick up your flight plan for the trip to Venus.
Aye, aye.
Dismissed. I said he was dismissed. Now, maybe that's what's the matter with you two. Maybe you don't hear your orders clearly. Astro, the Polaris is being loaded right now. You may pick up the manifest at the quartermaster's office.
Aye, aye,
Dismissed.
Sir.
And Cadet Thistle.
Yes, sir.
New astrogation charts have just been issued. You can get a complete set at Spaceport Control.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
Hey, Tom, have you seen our cargo manifest?
No, and I don't want to either. This flight plan is bad enough.
Why, what's the matter with it?
Oh, look at this schedule. I could get out and push the Polaris faster than this.
Oh, well, it may be a slow trip, but I think it's going to be an interesting one. Take a look at the manifest.
Well, just ordinary cargo for Venus.
There. You call that ordinary cargo?
Why, great jumping Jupiter.
Now, it strikes me that TJ ought to handle this particular item.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Now, let's face it, Tom. 70% of the blasting that Captain Strong gave us was because of TJ.
Well, we haven't exactly been angels ourselves.
Well, no, but compared to him, we're wearing halos. Now, I think that this little job would cut him right down to size.
He wouldn't like it.
Can you think of a better reason for having him do it?
All right. I'll have him report to you below.
Good.
Hello, TJ. TJ, on the ball. There's some cargo to be secured below for blast-off. Tag, you're it.
Come on, TJ, get a move on. Hey, what's the matter with your foot?
Oh, watch that first step. It's a little.
It's all right?
Yeah, my back is killing me.
Look, we got to secure this cargo before blast-off.
We already have, haven't we?
There's more in the bunk room.
The bunk? Oh, that's fine. Where do we sleep?
Maybe we don't. Uh-oh.
What now?
You're going to have to do this yourself. You see, it's almost time for blast-off, and I have to go heat up the reactors.
Oh, ducking out, huh?
Can't help it, TJ, but this'll be easy. I'm sure you can handle it yourself.
Thanks, but nothing. They got in here the crown jewels. Yes, you guys.
We'll be back soon with more of today's exciting adventure. But first, a few thoughts about Kraft caramels. Wouldn't it be swell if you had a bowl of Kraft caramels right near the TV set so you could help yourself right now? Why don't you ask Mother to get some? These chewy, soft vanilla or chocolate caramels are favorites with everybody. Folks love their rich, true caramel flavor that comes from the extra care and extra fine ingredients that Kraft uses. For one thing, there's a pint and 2/3, nearly a quart of wholesome milk in every single pound of Kraft caramels. So you see, here's one candy that's actually good for you. It's easy for Mother to buy Kraft caramels when she does her regular marketing. No extra stops. Because candy counters everywhere feature Kraft caramels in half-pound or pound bags. you can buy Kraft caramels in this famous nickel bar. 6 luscious, chewy, soft Kraft caramels for only 5 cents. Or get 5 nickel bars wrapped together. This is the new Thrifty Family Pack of delicious, chewy, soft Kraft caramels, the candy everybody likes.
Astro, help Astro.
TJ, what's the matter?
There's a gorilla in there.
A gorilla?
Oh, no, he's a big one. He's a monster. He's going to rip me apart.
Well, that's funny. There's no gorilla on the manifest.
I don't care what's on the manifest. I know what's in there.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, here it is. Bunk room, 1 specimen, Pan troglodytes.
What?
Pan troglodytes. Nickname, Muggs.
That sounds worse than a gorilla.
That, TJ, is a harmless little chimpanzee being shipped to a Venusian zoo.
Harmless little? Did you see him?
Oh, now, TJ, you're not afraid of a little chimp.
Me? Afraid? Yeah. You go and lash him down.
No, I'm sorry. You're going to have to do this yourself. I have to go heat up the reactors.
No, but that's peachy. I'll wait. I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, but Captain Strong won't. Remember what he said about sticking to the schedule on the 2nd? Now tell me, TJ, who would you rather face again? The skipper or the chimp?
Who's a chimp?
Spoken like a true spaceman. Be my guest.
Guest? Nice chimp. Hey, chimp. See that nice little one? I'm going to put this pretty little strap around it.
Hello, TJ. Check in, will you?
Yeah, what do you want?
Listen, haven't you got that chimp secured yet?
Oh, I just finished blasted. I'll get up to the radar bridge right away.
No, stay there. Lash yourself into your bunk. We're 3 minutes behind schedule now, and we can't lose any more time.
Okay, Tom.
Astro, you ready?
All set, Tom.
All right. Energize cooling pumps.
Cooling pumps. Aye.
Feed reactant.
Reactant feeding at D9 rate.
Switch in, take off gyros.
Gyros on!
Blast off. -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! Okay, fellas. We've cleared ionosphere. Gravity generators are on. Stand by at stations and maintain standard watch procedure. Let's try to make this operation perfect.
Captain Strong to Rocket Cruiser Polaris. Check in.
Rocket Cruiser Polaris, Cadet Corbett here.
Cadet Corbett, am I to understand that you and your crew like being earthbound?
Earthbound, sir?
Well, you hung on to it 4 minutes longer than you should have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Strong.
I don't want excuses. I want results. Now, you make up that 4 minutes before you reach Space Beacon 12.
Well, that'll be easy, Captain. As a matter of fact, we can deliver this whole cargo ahead of schedule.
You will not get ahead or behind the schedule, Corbett. You'll fly exactly on the schedule. You're going to learn discipline if I have to keep you on that freight run until you're ready to graduate. End transmission.
Yes, sir. End transmission.
Am I wrong, or did Captain Strong sound just a little bit hot under the collar?
Very funny. But nothing else better go wrong, or he'll make it hot for us. Listen, where's TJ?
He's still below, I guess.
He's got to astrogate a new heading for us. As soon as we cross the lunar orbit, we
better call him up here, then.
Yeah. Hello, TJ. Check in.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead.
Look, what's taking you so long? Get up on the bridge.
Oh, give me a chance, will you? I just unstrapped myself from the bunk.
Oh. Well, listen, be sure and secure the door after you've released that chimp.
You released him? What for? Why don't we just leave him strapped in the bunk?
Because the trip is too long and we have to deliver him in good condition. Now let him go.
Aw, Tom.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Hey, getting kind of tough, aren't we?
Well, I have to now, Astro. I don't want any more trouble on this trip. Least of all from T.J. Thistle.
Now listen, you dehydrated ape. If you give me any more trouble, you won't be sent to a Venusian zoo. You're gonna be stuffed, sent to a Venusian museum. Now?
There's Luna, Tom, coming up to starboard. We'll cross her orbit in about 3 minutes.
Now, what in blazes is that little monkey doing?
Which one, TJ or the chimp?
Go on, Joe. But you try to explain it to Captain Strong the next time he calls.
Not me. He's lost his sense of humor.
Hello, TJ. Check in. TJ, come in, will you?
Hey, listen, TJ, you want to be grounded for the rest of your life? Maybe there's something wrong.
Well, something better be. Because if he's just fooling around, something is going to be wrong with him.
Better go below and check.
Wait, I'm going to put the ship on automatic, and I'll go down there with you. Come on.
Hey, Tom, look, the door's wide open.
Oh, I told TJ to keep it locked. Now, can't he do anything right?
Maybe there is something wrong. Come on.
Right.
Well, there's the chimp now. I wonder where TJ is.
Very funny, very funny.
TJ, what happened?
Oh, that blasted ape. As soon as I took the straps off him, he started wrestling with me. Next thing I know, I was all tangled up in here. Now get me out of here, will you?
Oh, no, wait a minute, Tom. Let's leave him there. The chimp can plot the headache.
Oh, Astro, wait.
Come on, Astro. This is no time to kid around. Help me get him out of here, or we'll all be monkeys in Captain Strong's book. All right, TJ. You get up to that radar bridge fast and plot that heading.
Right. Hey, what about the chimp?
Well, you look for him below. I'll see if I can locate him up topside.
Okay. Hey, that's a distress alert.
Somebody's in trouble.
Come on.
Hey, wait a minute. That's our signal. What? Are you sure? Well, don't you think I know what my own gear sounds like? That's our signal.
We're in trouble?
That chimp. He must be up on the radar bridge.
Brother, and every ship in the area is getting that signal.
And what's worse, so is Captain Strong. Let's go.
Captain Strong, to rocket cruiser Polaris, your distress alert received. 6 ships are converging on your position. What is your trouble? Captain Strong, to rocket cruiser Polaris, can you hear me? Acknowledge, please. Acknowledge.
Captain Strong to Polaris, can you read me? What's the trouble? Check in, Polaris.
Look, cut off that alarm, quick.
Hello, Polaris. Strong to Polaris.
Well, answer him, TJ.
Answer him? What'll I say?
Tell him the truth.
That's all we can do.
And have the whole cadet corps pointing at us as the guys who were made monkeys out of by a monkey?
Hello, Polaris. Check in.
Well, have you got any better ideas?
Well, I have the reputation. I may as well earn it. Rocket cruiser Polaris, Cadet Thistle here.
Well, Thistle, what happened? What's wrong? What's the trouble?
There's really no trouble, sir.
No trouble?
I could hear that without the audio receiver.
Well, you see, sir.
Yes, Cadet Thistle, I see what?
I stumbled and accidentally set off the alert, sir. That's all that happened.
You stumbled?
Yes, sir.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
6 ships have changed course and are converging on your position. Every solar guard and space station on Earth, Mars, and Venus are on the alert, and that's all that happened? You stumbled?
Yes, sir.
Is Cadet Corbett there, please?
Yes, sir.
And Cadet Astro?
Every member of the crew is present and accounted for, sir.
Well, that's nice, because I want everyone on board that ship to hear this. For the rest of the trip, I'm going to have a radar scanner on you every second of the time. Is that clear? And if there's one more deviation from standard operating procedure, one more accident, one more stumble, so help me, I'll tie rockets to the 3 of you and blast you out of the academy. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, in plain, simple language, and this is an order. There will be no more funky shines on that ship and transmission.
Well, you sure picked the right word. Monkey shines.
Tom, we've got to find that chimp.
And how? Look, TJ, you chart that new heading. Astro and I are going to below to find that monkey, and as soon as you're done, you come down and help us. Hey! What with the rings of Saturn?
Muggs, she's at the controls. No.
Come on, we've got to stop him.
He'll wreck the ship.
Hurry!
Captain Strong,
Wait a minute, skipper again.
You're talking to him, TJ.
Wait a minute, he's seeing what's happening. Why should I take the beating again, boy?
Captain Strong to rocket cruiser Polaris, check in,
Why
flight.
does everything happen to me? Rocket Cruiser Polaris, Cadet Thistle here.
Cadet Thistle, according to my telescanner, the Polaris is now indulging in space acrobatics, and I don't recall that being included in your flight orders. I won't even bother to ask you why or how it happened. I just want you to know that from now on,
Not a sign of that chimp anywhere, Tom. Did he do much damage up here?
Plenty.
Hey, what are you cutting the engines for?
Because their steering vanes are jammed.
Oh, great. Oh, he really did a job on us. What are we going to do now?
Well, we'll have to report it to Captain Strong and get some help.
Oh, spaceman's luck, pal.
Thanks.
And another thing, Thistle. I will not accept any further explanations or excuses. I'm blasting off to meet you when you land at Venus, and if you are 1 second late, don't bother landing at all.
This I can't report.
Busted steering vanes, a monkey loose on the ship, and the skipper down on our necks. Oh, brother.
And he wanted to restrict us to a nice, simple cargo.
We'll be back soon with the rest of today's exciting adventure. But first, let's see what Casey and Candy are cooking up for us today. It's going to be caramel sauce on ice cream and cake sandwiches. Just like this. They look like a party, they taste like a party. And here's how you can fix them at your house. Now, for the caramel sauce, put 28 Kraft caramels, that's half a pound, in the top of the double boiler. And then add half a cup of water or milk. Casey's using water here. Now, you'd better ask Mother to do this. Put the double boiler on the stove and stir the caramels over boiling water till they're melted. And you have a smooth, luscious caramel sauce like this. For the sandwiches, you need squares of yellow or white cake split in half crosswise, you see? Mother could make this from a package of cake mix. Maybe you could even do it yourself. Then put a slice of vanilla ice cream between the 2 slices of cake. That's the way. Then pour that scrumptious Kraft caramel sauce over the top. The sauce can be used hot or cold. It's wonderful either way. Kraft caramels taste wonderful anyhow, whether you make them into sauce or eat them plain. Yes, they're really delicious. Why don't you ask Mother to put Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels on her shopping list? And remind her if she forgets, because the whole family will enjoy rich, chewy, soft Kraft caramels.
Okay, Tom, I'm ready.
Good. Well, we have an excellent chance of making it to Venus on time anyway.
Yeah, if we don't have any more trouble with that monkey.
No sign of him, huh?
Well, I didn't really have time to look. I had to suit up. I figured our first job was to go down and fix the steering vanes.
Well, where do you jokers think you're going?
Outside, to try and clean up that steering vane jam.
Well, what about Muggs?
You'll have to find him, TJ.
Chicken.
What?
Well, you take the easy job and stick me with the tough one. Yeah, just like you let me take that beating from Captain Strong.
I'm sorry about that, TJ. I know it was rough. We heard part of it over the intercom.
Oh, you didn't hear the half of it. My ears will never be the same.
Well, don't worry, TJ. We're going to get to Venusport on time.
We'd better. Then I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not going to write that report. You are.
What report?
Captain Strong wants a written report of this whole trip. He wants to know everything that's happened while we've been out here. And this is for the records, our records.
Oh, boy, he's really steaming, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's take care of first things first. Come on, Astro.
Right. Oh, look, TJ. Find that monkey and lock him up as soon as you can.
I suppose I can.
Keep him away from the controls and off the power deck. Now, look, we're going to be working out near the exhaust tubes. If the reactors are started while we're out there, goodbye us.
Yeah, don't worry about him. I'll take care of him. Now get going, will you?
See you later, TJ.
Hey, Muggs, you up there? Hey, Chimp. Hey, Muggs. Yeah, Chimp, 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 Chimp. Yeah, Chimp, Chimp, Chimp. Chimp, Chimp. Yeah, Chimp. Here, Muggs. I'm not going to hurt you. This is your old pal, TJ. Where are you little space crawler?
Hello, TJ. Check in.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead.
Have you found Muggs yet?
No, I'm working my way through the ship. I'm on the radar bridge now. He's not here, so I'm heading below.
Okay. But hurry it up, will you? The longer that chip is on the loose, the more damage you can cause.
Yeah, don't I know it. Hey, listen, how are you doing?
All right. We're at the stern now. Astro's just climbed down into the exhaust.
Well, how long do you think it's going to take you to fix those veins?
Well, it depends on the amount of damage done, TJ. Look, knock it off now and look for that chimp. I'll check with you later.
Okay, Tom.
How's it look down there, Astro?
Not as bad as I thought, Tom. The starboard steering vane is jammed against the one next to it. Hand me that number 3 Phillips, will you?
Sure. I got it here. There.
Good.
Listen, how long do you think it'll take you to clear it up?
Only a minute or so.
Can I help?
No, thanks. It'd be a lot easier if I worked in here alone.
Say, wait a minute. Maybe you better wait until TJ finds that chimp.
No, that's all right. I checked the power deck before I came out. He wasn't down there. Anyhow, we don't have any time to waste. Here goes.
Right. Astro?
Yeah, Tom?
How's it going?
Fine. Be back out in a second.
Good.
Hello, Tom. Check in.
Yes, TJ. Did you find him?
No, and I'm getting a little worried.
Why?
Well, I've checked every place but the power deck, so he must be there.
Power deck? Hey, listen.
Jumping Jupiter, what's that?
The generator. He's starting the reactors. Astro, get out of there quick.
You're back.
TJ, get down there and stop him.
I'm on my way.
Come on, Astro, hurry.
Coming.
Those reactors will fire in less than 30 seconds. Get clear.
Hello, Tom. Astro. Tom, check in.
Yes, TJ.
Are you okay?
Yep, we're all right. Astro got clear just in time. We're standing on the stabilizer.
Well, how about the steering vanes?
Well, they're all fixed now.
Good.
Listen, we're coming in. Have you found that chimpanzee yet?
No, but I'm going to right now. Where are you, you blasted excuse for an ape? There you are. Okay, Muggs. This is where we get even.
I don't believe it. It's just not possible. How could all these things go wrong on a simple little cargo voyage? And as for this report, I cannot make either head or tail of it. Not until you explain this opening sentence. All of our troubles started when part of the cargo escaped from the bunk room. Now, how can a cargo escape?
Well, sir, that's why I requested permission to deliver this report in person. We didn't want to go into too much detail for the record.
And why not?
Well, sir, it's a little easier to show you, to tell you. Muggs.
What in the universe? Pan troglodytes, sir.
Yeah, he got loose again, sir. See what we mean?
That's the reason why we didn't try to explain it over the audio receiver, sir. We didn't quite want the whole Solar Guard to know that a monkey was making monkeys out of it.
Do you mean that he sent out the distress alert?
That's right,
and
sir.
that he put the ship through all those space acrobatics?
Yes, sir, and a great deal more.
And I didn't quite know how to enter him, sir, in the report.
Oh, yes, the report.
Report.
Yes, well, under the circumstances, I think it would probably be best if we just didn't submit it.
Didn't submit it, sir?
No, because you see, well, Commander Arkwright might see it, and he'd ask some embarrassing questions. I mean, they'd be embarrassing Even for me.
Yes, sir.
It sure would, sir.
Very embarrassing, sir.
All right. All right, you win. But don't let this be an excuse for any future blackjetting. Now, if you get out of line once more, so help me, I'll put him in command of the Polaris.
Every Saturday morning, the makers of Kraft Caramels take you to the world beyond tomorrow. Don't forget to be with us for next week's exciting adventure of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Starring Frankie Thomas and featuring Al Markham and Jack Grimes. This has been a Rock Hill production, presented by Kraft Caramels. Today, the famous Kraft TV cameraman focuses on outer space for another exciting adventure in the world beyond tomorrow.
Control deck to all stations. Stand by to raise ship. Blast off, -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Kraft Caramels, the delicious quick energy treat, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas. This is the age of the conquest of space, where today Tom Corbett and his unit mates prepare for a dangerous mission in outer space, the pursuit of the deep space projectile.
I will give you exactly 3 seconds to shut that thing off. 2 seconds.
What's the matter with you guys? Don't you appreciate good music?
That is not good music.
TJ, it's not even good noise. Turn it off.
Oh, you show a fine lot of gratitude. Here I go to all the trouble of hooking up a special recording system to our intercom to provide a little entertainment, and you guys get sore.
TJ, you're gonna be sore if you don't turn it off.
Right now.
Okay. I'm trying.
Plastic, what did you do to this thing anyway?
I don't know. I can't remember. I hooked it up to the main intercom.
You didn't change the circuits, too, did you?
Probably did, Tom. Open the service panel.
Oh, that did it.
TJ, if you ever do anything like that...
He won't get a chance to do that.
All right, let's have it.
Now, what's going on up here? And this had better be good. If you've ruined any of that gear.
Sir, it was an experiment.
Yes, sir. We were conducting a test, testing the range of high-fidelity frequencies, sir.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we reached a maximum of 27,000 cycles.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, for your information, Thistle, it would take a trained ear to hear frequencies of over 15,000 cycles. Now, is this what you call obeying orders? I told you to get this ship ready for immediate blastoff.
We are, sir. Fully provisioned for a flight into deep space.
Well, then get down on the control deck for briefing. Cadet Monroe will tell you what this operation is all about.
Cadet Monroe, sir?
Yes, Alex Monroe. He's an astrophysics research student that we're taking along. Well, get below. We blast off in 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I'll stop this thing.
Oh, this...
Yes, sir.
As soon as we are out in space, you're going to clean up this mess.
Yes, sir.
And no more music.
Aye, aye, sir. Is that it?
That's it. Now, as you can see, it's a relatively simple flight. Right out into deep space. Sirius and its planetary system 11 light years away. Of course, we'll use hyperdrive. I presume you all know how to fly a ship on hyperdrive?
Of course, Monroe.
Oh, what do you think we are, primary school cadets?
I wouldn't know, Thistle. Now, when we get to Sirius, our job is to locate and reclaim a recording projectile that's orbiting around the star.
Recording projectile? What's that?
Well, it's a small robot rocket, TJ, equipped with instruments which can automatically record information on any area it travels through.
I helped build the projectile. That's why I'm being sent on this flight. Now, are there any questions?
No, seems like a simple enough operation
Wait a minute. What's this projectile doing out there in the first place? I mean, why would anybody want to know anything about Sirius?
Well, it seems the Solar Guard wants to know, Astro. This is the first step in establishing an outpost in the planetary system. I trust that answers your question. Yeah, sure. Anything else?
Yeah.
What?
What's fusing your tubes, Monroe? You've been giving us a needle ever since we came down here.
Hey, easy, TJ.
Oh, just because he's the big brain type doesn't mean he can treat us like earthworms,
I'm
you know.
sure he doesn't mean to. When we get to know each other a little better, why...
Corbett, let's not force any false friendships. I'm not interested.
Monroe, we're making a long flight. We've got to work together.
And that's all. As far as I'm concerned, you just three are ordinary space jockeys assigned to take me out into deep space. No more. I don't want you to promote anything else.
Oh, we won't, Monroe. That's for sure.
Oh, and one thing more. This is my project. That means I'm second in command of this ship right under Captain Strong. Now, you'll follow my orders, or else I will make your lives miserable. Understand? Now, let's get this ship ready for blastoff.
Well, did I say this was going to be a simple operation?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Well, I take it back, fellas. We're going to have our hands full on this job.
We'll see more of today's exciting adventure very soon. Right now, though, our young craft friends, Candy and Casey, are getting ready for a party. They fixed up the cutest combination of refreshment and party favor cookies. A circus parade that you can have a lot of fun making, and everybody will have fun eating. These are the ingredients you should ask Mother to get for you. Some small, plain sugar cookies, a box of animal crackers, and a bag of those wonderful Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels. Now, the kids are unwrapping half a pound. That's 28 Kraft caramels in the top of the double boiler. Next, they add 2 tablespoons of water, like that. Now, as usual, when anything involves a hot stove, ask Mother to stir the caramels over boiling water till they're melted to a creamy, luscious sauce like this. Then put a dab of caramel sauce on each cookie, just like this. Spread it a little with the back of your teaspoon or a spatula if Mother has a small one like ours. Then, right away before the caramel has time to cool, stand an animal cracker in the middle of each cookie, like that. Wouldn't these make slick favors for a party? And don't you forget that they taste, oh, just great. Far as that goes, Kraft caramels always taste great, whether you make them into fancy fare like Candy and Casey's Circus Parade cookies or eat them plain. So be sure to ask Mother to get a bag of Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels next time she's out shopping.
Right operator control deck. Listen, we're on direct course to Sirius. We hold this present speed, we'll cross the orbit of Pluto in about 27 minutes.
Right. And that's when we open up on hyperdrive.
Yeah, we're all lined up for it. What time's it all right if I go off watch now? Everything's set on automatic.
Sure thing, TJ.
Oh, thank you.
Thistle.
What do you want, Monroe?
Come with me. I need your help.
Oh, look, I just pulled a 12-hour watch, boy. I'm going to sack you.
You can sleep later. This is important.
Yeah, well, so's my sleep.
Not to me. I need your help right now, and I'm ordering you to give it to me.
Oh, you are, huh? I got a hot space flash for you, Mr. Big Brain.
You cut that kind of talk, Thistle. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, that's too space blasting bad. I'm sick of your...
What's going on up here? I can hear you two on the control deck. What is this, Thistle?
Sir, I just pulled a 12-hour watch. Monroe comes up here and orders me to do some work for him.
Orders? I was forced to, sir. Believe me, I've tried to be cooperative, but unless you're a member of the Polaris unit, you get no assistance whatsoever. Did you bother to find out what it was that Cadet Monroe wanted?
Oh, no, sir.
He didn't give me a chance to tell him, sir. He arbitrarily refused. Well, did you bother to find out if Cadet Corbett was busy? Or Astro? Did you take into consideration the fact that he has just pulled a 12-hour hitch? No, sir. It's just a few minutes' work. I see. Well, we're going to put a stop to this right now. I want cooperation on this trip from everyone, and I mean cooperation. Now, you will do whatever you can to help Cadet Monroe. And you will take into consideration the crew's working schedule. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can pass this on to Corbett and Astro. You cadets are going to get along on this mission, or I'll know the reason why. Well, Thistle, you heard the order. Cooperation. Oh.
Hello, Astro. Check in.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead.
I'm getting a low reading on the hyperdrive pumps. Check it, will you?
Right away.
Astro, come with me. I need your help. Heavy work.
Sorry, Monroe. I can't leave the power deck.
Put it on automatic.
Are you space happy? On a flight like this, one misfire from these hyperdrive reactors, and we'd be a million miles off course.
If you've done your job properly, the reactors won't misfire.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't argue with me. You coming, or do I go to Captain Strong? You would, too, wouldn't you? What do you think? I'll give you 3 minutes to get up topside. No more.
Oh, Tom, check in.
Go ahead, Astro.
I just switched the power deck controls into you. Take over, will you?
What's the idea?
Oh, the big brain wants cooperation.
Oh, hello, Monroe. How's the work going?
All finished. Nothing to do now until we reach the projector.
Well, we're near the end of the line now. We start decelerating in about 20 minutes. And there's Sirius, the brightest star in the heavens. From Earth, anyway.
You know, Corbett, you puzzle me.
Oh, how's that?
You're everything a space cadet should be. Your work is excellent. But those unit mates of yours, Astro and Thistle, why do you spend so much time wasted on them?
Well, I'll tell you, Monroe. A crew is only as good as all of its members.
But these guys are just rocket jockeys.
Well, Astro, TJ, and myself make up a crew. And if one of us flops, the crew flops.
If you believe that, you're no better than they are.
Well, let me tell you something, Monroe. As far as I'm concerned, there's nobody on the power deck that's better than Astro, and TJ is the best astrogator in space. Me? I'm the ordinary rocket jockey. All I do is point this ship and let her go. And if that's your idea of what a space cadet should be, You better come out from behind those books and wise up.
Boy, if you really believe that, you are no better than they are.
For once, you're absolutely right.
Corbett.
Sir.
What's our ETA on Sirius?
3 hours, sir. We begin deceleration in about 15 minutes.
Blast it. We should have picked up that projectile on our radar scanner over 2 hours ago.
We're in the right position, sir. That is, if Thistle's astrogation isn't off.
TJ's astrogation is never off. We've been following course and speed as planned, sir.
All right, relax, Corbett. There's nothing wrong with Thistle's astrogation. Plain and simple truth is the projectile is lost. And now it's our job to find it.
Radar bridge to control deck. No sign of the projectile yet. Change course.
We haven't found the projectile yet, Astro. Stand by for another course change.
Well, coming to the end of this orbit, sir. Should we change course again?
Oh, you might as well, Corbett. Tell Thistle to plot another orbit closer to Sirius.
Radar bridge to control deck. Check in, quick.
Go ahead, TJ.
I found it, Tom.
Great. Where is it?
It's in the northwest quadrant, just passing through Sector 12. It's practically on top of Sirius.
Right. Stand by for orders. How did it get so far off course, sir?
Well, it must have encountered resistance on its planned orbit around Sirius.
Oh, what kind of resistance, sir?
Oh, I suppose you'd call it solar exosphere. It's something like the corona of our own sun, but denser. So you see, when the projectile hit this resistance, it could no longer maintain its orbit and began spiraling into Sirius, getting closer and closer.
How close is it now, sir?
Much too close, I'm afraid. In its present course, it should take the projectile about 3 hours to make a complete circle. Of course, it will lose 5,000 miles each time.
Well, sir, how much time does that give us to go in after it?
I would say no more than 6 hours, Corbett.
It's a mighty narrow margin of safety, sir.
I'm aware of that, Monroe, but I don't intend to lose that information without a try. We're going in after the projectile, we're going to couple on, and we're going to drag it out of there if we can. All right, Corbett, tell Thistle to plot an intersecting orbit and then pour on the neutrons.
Aye, aye, sir. Hello, TJ. Give me a heading over to that projectile, and then brace yourself. This is going to be the fastest and the hottest trip the Polaris ever made.
Power deck to control deck, check in.
Go ahead, Astro.
Tom, I hope you're not going to want much more speed than this. These hyperdrive reactors are getting pretty hot now.
Well, we're in parallel orbit with the projectile now, Astro. Hold this speed while we couple on.
Right.
All hands, stand by. Coming alongside.
Energize couplers, Corbett.
Couplers ready, sir.
Everybody brace. We're hooking on.
All right, the couplers are secure. Projectile is tied alongside.
Nice work, Corbett. Thistle, get to the control deck on the double. Corbett, while we're on the projectile, you and Astro see what you can do about pushing it out of this orbit.
Aye, we're going aboard, sir?
Well, can you think of any other way to get that information, Monroe?
Oh, no, sir, but I thought we'd try and push the projectile further away from...
We can't count on being able to do that, and I don't want to lose that information. Oh, Thistle.
Yes, sir.
You're going aboard the projectile with Monroe and me. We're going to bring over the recording information.
Aye, sir.
And the airlocks are in conjunction, so we won't need spacesuits. Let's go.
Right, sir. After you, Mr. Brain.
Hello, Astro.
Yeah, Tom.
The skipper and the fellows are going aboard that projectile now to start bringing back the information. While they're there, we're going to try and haul the projectile away from Sirius.
Okay, but take it easy, will you? These pumps have got quite a load on them now.
Astro, you worry too much. Okay, let's go. Full blast on starboard steering rockets.
Oh, aye!
Boy, Why, not much room in this thing, is there?
No, these rockets weren't made for carrying passengers. Where's that recording equipment, Monroe?
It's outside, sir. It's the access chamber.
Right.
What was that? Tom's just trying to push this thing. What's the matter, Brainy? You scared?
All right, stow that, Thistle. Let's get to work.
Come on, snap out of it, Monroe. We got work to do.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hello, Astro. We're going to need a heavier blast. We've only changed course 2 degrees.
Oh, I can't give it to you, Tom. These pumps won't take it.
Oh, just a short burst, Astro. Not more than 2 seconds. That's all I need.
Well, okay. Keep your fingers crossed. Here goes.
Okay, Astro. I think that's doing it. We're swinging it around. We're got... Hey!
Tom, what's wrong?
There it goes. The couplers have given way. Cut all power.
Wait!
Corbett to Captain Strong. Corbett to Captain Strong. Come in. Come in, sir.
Where is it, Tom?
Way back there, port.
Hey, how'd we get so far ahead of it?
All that power we were using. Hello, Corbett to Captain Strong. Can you hear me, sir? Come in.
Captain Strong and Corbett. Go ahead, Corbett.
Sir, are you all right?
Well, yes, Thistle and I are all right, but we can't find Monroe. He must be trapped in the access chamber below. What happened?
Well, the projector tore loose, sir, when we were giving it that last burst trying to change course. You're drifting far behind us now, sir.
Plenty far, Tom, and she's still spiraling towards Sirius.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we have enough oxygen for about 8 hours. If you can help us, do it. But I don't want any foolish heroics, Corbett. And that's an order.
Yes, sir. Spaceman's luck, Captain. And transmission. Okay, Astro. Well, the only thing we can do now... Monroe, where did you come from?
You got away just in time.
How could you? It all happened so quickly.
Well, I was standing next to the airlock, and I heard the projectile start to break
That's
away.
impossible. You would have been blown right out into space. There wasn't enough time.
Well, oh, yes, there was, Tom. There was plenty of time. Because he left that projectile before there was any trouble, you yellow space.
No, Astro, leave him alone.
I ought to tear you apart. You're chicking out on TJ and the skipper.
Cut it out!
Needed it.
Now, fighting isn't going to help now. TJ and the skipper are falling into the sun, and we've only got just 5 hours to get them out. And if I have to put you both in the brig and do it myself, I will.
Okay, Tom, I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened, Corbett. I lost my head.
Never mind that now. Now listen, Astro. You stand by for emergency speed and repair those couplers. Monroe, you plot another intersecting course between the projectile and us. We're going to pull Captain Strong and TJ out of the sun. We're going to go in after them.
We'll be back very soon with the rest of today's adventure. But first, how about a delicious, chewy, soft Kraft caramel? I hope there's a dishful right near your television set so you can help yourself right now. If you've briefed Mother proper by telling her why Kraft caramels are actually good for you, she'll probably let you have them often. Tell her that they're made with only the best quality ingredients in spotless candy kitchens. Tell her there's a pint and 2/3, almost a quart, of good wholesome milk in every pound of Kraft Dairy Fresh caramels. But what you want to remember is the swell, true caramel flavor that really fills the bill when you're hungry for something sweet. Kraft caramels are not too chewy, not too soft, but just right. Kraft caramels come in bags like this, 56 individually wrapped pieces to the pound, or in thrifty family packs like this, 5 nickel bars of Kraft caramels wrapped together. And of course, there's this famous nickel bar, 6 wonderful, chewy, soft Kraft caramels in either vanilla or chocolate flavor, only 5 cents. You can still use the wrapper from any package of Kraft caramels to get your Space Cadet membership kit. Now, here's what you'll get. This handsome Space Cadet ring, just like Tom and Astro and TJ's, your official Space Cadet shoulder patch, and your signed membership certificate in the Tom Corbett unit. Send 1 Kraft caramel wrapper plus 25 cents and your name and address to Space Cadet, Box 26, New York 46, and we'll send your membership kit along right away.
It's the
last load, Captain Strong.
All right, good. Now, when Corbett gets here, we'll have everything we need, and this projectile can drift into the sun with no important loss.
I hope he gets here soon. It's getting awful hot up here.
It's going to be a lot hotter before long.
So do you think we should try to contact the Polaris again? It's been almost 3 hours since we've talked to Tom.
Well, I can try, but these belt communicators don't have much range. Hello, Strong to Corbett. Come in, please. Come in, Corbett. Come in.
Corbett to Captain Strong. Can you read me, sir? Come in. Come in, Captain.
It's useless, Corbett. We're too close to Sirius. It's blocking transmission.
Oh, have you figured out that course to intercept them?
Yes, it's coming around toward our present position again. We'll have to move fast.
What's the story, Tom?
I don't know yet, Astro. Listen, how long can we sustain emergency speed?
Not too long. How much time do you need?
Well, enough to catch a projectile, match its speed, and still be able to pull out again if we don't make contact.
Still figuring the safety margins, Brain?
Listen, I know how you fellas feel, and I don't blame you, but I know what I'm talking about. If we can't catch the projectile by this point here, we're done for. If we miss at this point, we can at least pull out and try again.
We won't miss.
It's more important we can't. The closer we are to the sun, the hotter it gets. TJ and the skipper must feel like they're inside an oven already.
Right, so we got to do it this time or not at all.
Right.
Cutting it pretty close.
Now listen, we're all going to do this together. If you want out, let me know now.
Well, wait a minute, Tom. What do you mean if he wants out?
If we want to risk our lives, Astro, it's our business. But I'm not going to be responsible for his.
I don't have much choice, do I?
Oh, yes, you do. You can take the jet boat. We'll load it up with supplies, send out a distress alert on our long-range transmitter, and you can be picked up by a rescue ship.
Well?
Thanks, but I'll stick it out.
All right. Let's hit it, Monroe. You plot the best position to meet that projectile as it comes around. Astro, stand by on your power deck. We're going to play a little game of galactic hide-and-seek.
Cadet Corbett, acknowledge, please. Captain Strong to Cadet Corbett, acknowledge.
Oh, that's no use, sir. We must be so close to Sirius now, all transmission is being blocked off.
I wish that heat was blocked off, too.
So do you really think...
What?
Well, do you think Tom and Astro can pull us out of this mess?
Thinking about that for a long time, Thistle. I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
Yeah, Tom.
The projectile is coming around. We blast in less than a minute. Now, have you fixed those couplers?
How long do I have?
Not more than 10 minutes.
I'm afraid I'm not going to do it in time, then. Somebody's going to have to go topside on the hull and make the connections by hand.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Monroe, check in. What's our position and where is the projectile?
It's coming around now. Open her up, Tom. Pour it on.
Right. Okay, Astro. Let her rip. Check in, Astro.
Yeah, Tom. Are we catching up to the projectile?
You bet we are. Hold this speed. Monroe, check in.
Go ahead, Corbett.
Come on down here and take over. I've got to get into a spacesuit and go topside and make that connection.
I can't come down, Corbett.
What do you mean you can't?
I'm out on the hull.
Whoa, what?
I'm waiting to make that connection.
A connection, but you can't.
You think you rocket jockeys can do everything? Give a brain a chance.
Okay. Spaceman's luck, Monroe.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Corbett to Captain Strong. Come in, sir. Come in.
Captain Strong to Corbett, go ahead.
We're coming alongside, sir. Stand by to abandon projectile.
Oh, with pleasure, Corbett, with pleasure.
Hello, Astro.
Yeah, Tom.
Steady now. Stand by to match speeds and couple on.
Where are they, sir?
Steady, Thistle.
Taking them so long. Topside, sir.
Right, let's go, Thistle.
Hello, Monroe. Is that connection secure?
As soon as I can make it. What about the airlocks?
Well, they're open. TJ and the skipper should be aboard any second now.
We better hurry. It's awfully hot out here. Tom, TJ and the skipper just came aboard.
Good. All right, Monroe. Release the couplers. Let the projectile go.
You bet.
Astro, stand by on starboard steering rockets. We're getting out of here.
I am with you, pal. Hello, Tom. Couplings are released. The projectile's drifting.
All right. You get into the airlock. Astro, full blast on steering rockets. Let's get out of this furnace. I'm getting a bad case of sunburn. Okay, Astro. We're out of danger now. Steady on standard hyperdrive. Captain Strong, am I glad to see you, sir.
No more than I am to see you in this control deck again.
Yeah, much as I hate to say it, your ugly mug looks awful good to me, boy.
The pleasure is mutual, TJ.
You did a nice job, Tom, you and Astro. I never thought
Well,
we'd ever...
excuse me, sir, but Monroe deserves the credit.
Monroe?
Yeah, but I thought, well, in a projectile...
Well, he managed to get aboard the Polaris safely.
Well, how could he?
Well, he
Corbett?
was lucky, sir, and if he hadn't been with us, if he hadn't risked his life to couple the Polaris to the projectile, why, you and TJ wouldn't be here now.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
Where is he now?
Below with Astro.
Get him up here, will you?
Right.
The laboratory isn't the best place in the academy. Not at all.
Any place that can produce a guy like you has got to be all right, Monroe.
No. The unit's the important thing. Guys like you and Tom and TJ.
I tell you, we're just rocket jockeys. You. But what am I? I'm just the brain.
Well, there you are, sir. You asked for it. I think you've got it. Cooperation.
Every Saturday morning, the makers of Kraft Caramels take you to the world beyond tomorrow. Don't forget to be with us for next week's exciting adventure of Tom Corbett's Space Cadet. Starring Frankie Thomas and featuring Al Markham and Jack Grimes. This has been a Rock Hill production presented by Kraft Caramels.